Hey everybody, how you doing? Elden Ring themed builds here, and today I got for you young War-Mage Grimnir. I'm using Catch Flame, Stone Drawn, Duels Moonblade, Carrying Piercer, Beast Sling, Gavel haima, Black Flame Ritual, Giant's Flame Technique, Bronze Beast Claw, and 2 Black Knife Daggers. I'll go over this build more at the end of the video. Till then, guys, enjoy. See ya. Alrighty guys, that'll do it for the PvP segment of the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you'd like to stick around for a few minutes, I'd like to quickly explain my reasoning behind the incantations and spells selected for this build, and my armor, and the reasons behind my playstyle. So if you'd like to stick around and listen, go for it. If not, thank you for watching anyway, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Alright, moving on. So for this build, it's a combo caster build. You know, it's essentially a different variation of my Grimnir build. The only difference here is that this one has a lower amount of mind and a higher amount of faith. And I think intelligence is the same as Grimnir, but the faith on this one is definitely higher at 42. I also have 50 vigor on this specific build. I was kind of going for a power caster kind of setup. You know, I want my incantations to hit wicked hard. I also want my spells to follow up and hit equally as hard. And that's kind of hard to do, you know, below level 200. You know, at level 150 it's still hard to do, but it is doable. So the reason behind my incantation and spells being set up the way it is for this specific build, and kind of my true combo caster builds in general, is because of control. I want the enemy to go in a spot. How can I explain this better? So this build is about control. You want to predict your enemy. You want to predict your enemy's next move and follow up with the proper spell or incantation to punish said move. So usually if you throw out a catch flame, you know, the general reaction to that is rolling away from it. You know, you don't want to just sit there and get hit by it. So to punish the roll, which is pretty much just reflex, you're going to use Stone of Garrock, which will roll catch them. The cool thing is, Stone of Garrock is the same hit stun as getting hit by a colossal weapon. So you hit them with that, they're staggered, they get hit by that, and then that. A Duelist Moonblade kind of works twofold. The Frost Wave it shoots out seems to do a level 2 hit stun. So it's kind of like half the duration of a Stone of Garrock. So sometimes you can follow up a Duelist Moonblade with a Carrion Piercer, and that will true combo as well. So sometimes you can just get a freaking wombo combo off just like this and just erase the enemy. Even with suboptimal stats on your faith and intellect and everything, you can still pull off high damage combo strings. And that's the secret behind this build, really. You're not set up to deal massive damage with any one thing. Everything just kind of flows into each other. And if the enemy catches on to your combos and stuff you're doing, you can always switch it up. So you can go catch flame, duels, gavel of haima. You know, you could go start off with Stone of Garrock, Beast Sling, Black Flame Ritual, then go Garrock's Beast Claw. Use the Black Flame Ritual as camouflage. You know, there's all sorts of things you can do to act as mix-ups, to kind of mess with the enemy and their placement, and make them scared to, you know, be close to you, but make them scared if they run away from you. You know, what are you going to do? What is this guy? Is he a caster? Is he just going to spam stuff when I run away? Or what is this guy doing? It's a weird build. You know, people don't play like this. So, you know, it has the added bonus of confusing the enemy. So moving along, like I said, this build is about control, so Catch Flame is a close range incantation, very close range, so the usual reaction from that is dodging away, which allows me to use ranged things to follow up with it. Beast Sling is a different matter. It's a range incantation and it's annoying and it's like mid-range, and most people like to just spam it so they can get distance from the enemy, right? That's fine. We're just using that knowledge against them. You know, we're going to use Beast Sling, follow up with a wicked fast Gavel of Haima. Chances are they'll either get hit by the Beast Sling, get a little mini stagger from it, and they'll continue running at you to punish you. And you're just going to have that Gavel of Haima already queued up. You're going to have hyper armor already prepared, and you're going to be able to trade with them. And then they're going to get pancaked from Gavel of Haima, which allows you to follow it with Black Flame Ritual, which will hit them when they're on the ground. And then they'll get a damage over time effect from that. Then you have Giant's Flame Take Thee and Gronk's Beast Claw, two, you know, confusing AoEs. It's just a very confusing build. You know, there's a lot of stuff you have to deal with. And there's a lot of things you gotta take into consideration as well. For example, it's good to know the poise values of armor in the game. You know, if you see an enemy in Veteran's armor or Tree Sentinel armor, you should know that they're not going to get staggered when they get hit by Catch Flame. So if you run at them and use that, they're just going to retaliate and punish you. And if you try and make a little bit of distance or something, you're going to have a bad time. Because your only hope after that will be Gavel of Haima for the hyper armor trade. And then you got to pray that they back off enough so that you can start your assault. I think that about covers everything on it. I do tend to use Radagon Icon and the Azure Glintstone Staff for the maximum cast speed. Another fun thing you can do with this is switch out your staff every now and again with, you know, Lusat's Glintstone Staff, for example. And the reason behind that is, again, it's the mix-up potential, right? So you're using Azure's Glintstone Staff, so you got boom, boom, boom. You got all the spell speed, right? Now you switch to this. It's a little slow, you know? It's going to mess with the enemy's dodge timing. You know, they're going to be used to this, but they're not going to be used to the slow version of it. You know, they're going to think you're just going to be using this quick one. And again, that just, you know, further helps this build because it helps confuse the enemy. They go into positions they shouldn't, and you're kind of predicting this and punishing them as a result of that. Anywho, I hope that kind of cleared my, you know, some questions up, because I know it's a weird play style and everything, and it looks kind of easy to do and easy to pull off, but it's honestly really difficult, especially with patch 1.08 when that came out and changed the poise values of certain armor. They also changed the stagger damage of Catch Flame, Bestial Sling, bunch of incantations and other spells and stuff. And then with patch 1.09, weapons gain speed buffs, increased motion values to their move sets, you know, things like that. It's just made this build a lot more difficult to use. But again, you know, if you get all that information down to memory, you're going to have a fun time with this build. You have the potential to look like a total badass or a total noob. Like, there are times where I have just looked wicked cool with this build, you know, pulling off 1v3s. And then there have been times where I just run at a dude and get obliterated and look like the most dumbest guy on earth. But yeah, you know, it's fun. Learning is a painful experience, so, you know, have at it. All right, hope you guys enjoy, and I hope this kind of cleared some stuff up